Okay, so what I want to talk to you about now is Fluxbox. Fluxbox is a window manager for Debian Linux, and anyway, so I'm using now. What I'm going to show you is just some of the ins and outs of what you should probably have installed, just so you can make sure everything works right. You're going to want a reader application for your mail. Alpine works well. There's also Mutt. Mutt doesn't work for things like IMAP. Alpine will work for IMAP. I guess it might be possible to make Mutt work, but anyway, long story short, you also need like VLC and things, and DVD is something I use to make videos out of these DVDs out of videos like this one, and that's what I'm installing now. DVD and Audacity, VLC, Gparted. It partitions discs and stuff like that, and I left Synaptic up, and I use it to search for things I don't know the name of. And you'll just hit Y and it'll install this stuff. But anyway, I'm using apt-get install because it works a little better. You have to have super user privileges. But once you have all that, it works well. And anyway, it takes a minute to install all this crap. This is when they put you on hold with some crappy music. But if you're like me, you hear enough crappy music, and I'm not gonna put you through that. I'd installed Dilla, but our deal, like armadillo. But anyway, it doesn't work very well for most things, as you can see. So that's not the best choice for this at all. It's cute if it's just for a simple text-based web page on your intranet. That's not so bad, but a lot of things aren't going to work. I googled armadillo. The armadillo is rabid. It carries diseases. I hear it tastes good. Anyway. So I popped up the VLC. And anyway, I'm letting it do the thing where it sends information to the VLC, but it's GUI, so it's user friendly. And anyway, you'd also need Wine, so you'd need sudo apt-get install Wine. And some tools that I use are the eSword, and I made a little application called God is Love. And I just wanted to show you that it works. And you'd also need mono, not mono the kissing disease, but mono as in the .NET for other operating systems other than Windows. There's mono apps for Windows too, but anywho. So anyway, show you how easy it is to install eSword. It's very simple. I was thinking I had something else downloaded in here. I was thinking I had my apps installation in here. I don't. Anyway. It's really easy. It doesn't take a genius, but people just need to be aware of these kind of things. You know, if you live somewhere you got a really old computer, this is the kind of thing you want to do, because it'll save you some serious resources. And as you can see, right now I'm using this little Firefox browser. If it's really old hardware, like 512 megabytes of RAM or below, I wouldn't recommend using this. And like I said, you know, people are poor these days. Everybody is, myself included. I have a decent little laptop and a couple little things some folk don't have. It's by the grace of God. I put some hard work into getting hold of some of this stuff and working on it and all that. And anyway, I also installed Mono Develop on here because I develop things with Mono, which should be obvious. I've forgotten the command exactly for installing that stuff, but anyway, the MSI files. MSI files are kind of funky like a monkey. I've not really used a whole lot of Windows programs on Linux throughout the years. There's a few that I tinker with here and there, but you know, I try to work around having to use their Microsoft stuff as much as I have to, but most people enjoy using it. I never really enjoyed it because I always had to deal with older hardware. So, you know, that's the thing. Alright, well, MSI exec didn't work quite right. So, I ended up using what did I end up using here? I think I used Thunar to yeah, I ended up using Thunar, but anyway, I did some googling, and you can use wine MSI exec /I to install an MSI file. So anyway, I'm thinking around trying to figure out and show you the frustration that can be caused when you're trying to work around using the normal desktop on a operating system, but you know, Linux-based operating system, but it's necessary sometimes. So I had to cd into the hidden wine directory, .wine in your home directory, and then I used Thunar to open the program's x86 folder, because there's too much involved with opening those folders and whatnot. I looked at it through here, and I was looking around for the you know, the file to execute to use the stuff. I executed these programs, and anyway, that's where they're located. Anywho, I installed Thunar because I need a decent file browser that won't use too much juice, and I don't really like using XFCE. You can. It can be used low res like, but I never liked it. I like the speed of it, but it's lame. Black box is a little faster. You got older hardware, you know how things go. So anyway, I was already in the .wine folder, and anyway, I opened this up, and I'm going to show you my program first. I made this thing with Visual Studio, but it works in mono and everything, and I wasted some money on Windows. If you double click on it, that's the error you get. And then I opened it with the Mono Terminal app, and you can click through, you get different Bible verses and things. There's 130 altogether, and some people can use it as a devotion. It's a really small app, so it'll work on anything that has .NET, just about. I open this one with wine, because as far as I know, it doesn't use .NET or mono as it is on here. And it takes a minute. eSword is one of the larger of the programs, as you can see. And there's some verses and whatnot. And it works. It's fully functional on here. I hadn't noticed many bugs. There might be one or two. And that concludes that.